We'll go ahead and get started. Thank you everyone for joining. Welcome to the Organic Certification Cost Share Program webinar. We are, both myself and Roz and Amanda are happy to see you all here and excited that you were able to join. My name is Olga Redding and I am the Organic Field Coordinator for Iowa Organic Association. I joined the team in August and I'm excited to be on the team. Love what we're doing, supporting and educating the state of Iowa with organic. And my personal background is I actually have my own USDA Organic Certified business. So like some of you that may have not already applied for the cost share program, I'm in the same boat. I actually need to do that by the deadline. So I never done it through the FSA, so I'm excited to learn something new. I've done it directly through the state before. So this will be an exciting session, and Amanda will start the session. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. Roz will start the session and she will talk about Iowa Organic Association. Roz is our executive director. And then after Roz is done, Amanda, hi Roz, Amanda will move forward with the organic cost share program, with her slides and her information. And at the end, we'll allow for some Q&A. However, if there are any questions that come to you as you are viewing the webinar, feel free to share them in the comments field, in the chat. We have a chat here, so feel free to utilize that as a resource. And Roz, if you want to take over. Roz, I don't think we can hear you.
Yeah, I think you need to unmute, Roz.
How's that?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
That works better. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, real quickly, thank you for joining us. As I was saying, muted, I do recognize several faces and names on the call, and then some new ones. So I appreciate all of your time today in connecting with us on this important resource for organic farmers. I'm going to do just a quick little overview about the Iowa Organic Association for those of you who aren't really familiar about what we do. And then we'll move to Amanda and talk about the Organic Certification Cost Share Program. IOA was established in 2006. We're a statewide nonprofit organization focused on organic education, advocacy, and community cooperation. Our mission is to advance organic agriculture and food systems in Iowa, and our members are a diverse community of Iowa's farmers, gardeners, food and farm businesses, advocates, and consumers who are champions for the organic movement. To kind of recap on the different areas and what we're focusing on under those priorities. Education is a really important piece of our work. We're trying to provide programs, expertise, and resources to help expand organic acres, organic opportunities, organic products from the state of Iowa. Some of the programs that we do, we've done some on-farm field days. We do webinars like this. We produce online resources so folks can pop online when they have questions and try to find answers when we're not available. Additionally, we've been putting together some educational programs for the community. One I want to highlight is our Growing Organic Expertise Technical Trainings. It's a series of workshops that we've developed aimed at providing organic information to technical service providers and those that are helping work with farmers around the state of Iowa. Another angle that we've kind of been focusing on is in 2019, we delivered the first Midwest Organic Pork Conference. We had another one scheduled for 2020, and that was in March. Unfortunately, we did cancel due to concerns with COVID. but we are excited to be able to bring some of that content to our community and to the greater Moses community this February. So we'll be collaborating with Moses on their virtual conference and plan to bring some of that information to those folks even this year, or February, I'm sorry, February of 2021. Outreach is kind of the typical type of outreach. We attend conferences, trade shows, community events, so farmers markets or festivals and things like that, just to connect with folks that are interested in organic agriculture, organic products, and just raising awareness about organic. We also have a website. We have an online calendar. So not only is the calendar posting things that our organization is doing, events that we're putting on, but we're also raising awareness about other organic learning opportunities in Iowa and the Midwest. So that's a really great way to kind of stay connected to what might be happening currently. We also have a social media outlet, so they're all out there. We're an organic listserv, and we definitely keep in touch through direct mail with our members and the greater community. You can connect with us on all of these different levels by jumping onto our website and then and choosing how best you might want to stay in contact with IOA. And then advocacy, we do feel like it's really important to be building relationships with our state level policy leaders as well as our national policy leaders, and just continue to communicate with them about the issues that are important to Iowans regarding the organic movement. And that's providing our members information. It's providing them opportunities to engage with their policy leaders. So that's a really good way to kind of stay on top of what's happening nationally and statewide and how you can impact what's happening in the organic industry. And then finally, community. We know in the organic community how important that this culture of collaboration is for learning and for expanding the work that we're doing. So we're always looking for opportunities to engage our experts, stakeholders, farmers, our members, giving them opportunities to connect with each other and with the different resources that we can provide for them. I do want to highlight one of our resources that we have available online and available in print. So if this is something that you would be interested in me mailing to you, please shoot me an email after the webinar, and I'm happy to send as many of these, one or many that you would like. But it's a great comprehensive resource that we put out in 2018 that will help farmers and others looking for information to be successful in the organic industry. So there's a wide range of resources. Handlers, it could be educational opportunities, fertilizer sources. It's a real comprehensive resources for folks looking for information here in Iowa and kind of the Midwest area. So if you're interested, you want something, me to mail this out, let me know and I can do that this week. And then finally, going back to, we are a nonprofit organization and we are a membership organization. We do an annual member appeal at the beginning of each year, but we welcome members all year long. It's a shameless pitch to say, if you do support the work that we're doing and would like to see more of it, and we encourage you to explore our membership levels, our sponsor levels. And again, I'm happy to have a conversation with you and talk to you more about our organization if you have questions, and what a membership might look for you if you do decide to support our work. So my information, roz@iowaorganic.org. My phone number is down here, 515-608-8622. So I welcome anyone to reach out whenever it's convenient. And that's all I have for y'all. If folks have questions, go ahead and throw them out. Otherwise, we can keep moving.
Thank you, Roz.
Olga, can I get you to hit record real quick on the bottom of that screen?
Oh yeah, I was recording earlier.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think it's recording.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yes.
Sorry.
And yeah, for anyone that has ideas on, other information like education related activities that we can provide for you, definitely shoot them my way. I'd love to hear any ideas. So Amanda, if you want to get started and show your presentation, that'd be great.
Of course, I can do that. I would like to let you guys know that I have provided this slide deck to both Roz and Olga. So you can either reach out to me and I can go ahead and send it to you in a PDF form, or reach out to Olga and they're welcome to go ahead and share that with you. Olga, you can see my screen okay?
Yes, yes, I can. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, sorry, it's taking some time to load. First of all, I would just like to give a big thank you to Roz, Olga, and Iowa Organics just for allowing us as FSA to go ahead and be a part of this. We're always excited when we get the opportunity to be put in front of a group of people and let you know about some of the programs that we provide here at FSA for our farmers and ranchers across the state. So thank you guys, and thank you guys for participating today, for those of you who are here. To get started, I just wanted everybody to know that here in the state of Iowa, we at FSA and the Price Support Department are the ones who administer the Organic Certification Cost Share Program. That price support team consists of 3 people. We have our price support chief, Justin Muir. We also have Samantha Sherwood. She is one of our price support program specialists. And then also myself, Amanda Weigel. I am also the price support program specialist, and I am the one who is the lead on OCCSP. However, Samantha and Justin are 2 awesome people to reach out to with any questions. Samantha is on the call with me today. So Sam, if you see any questions pop up, or Roz or Olga that pop up in the chat, can you please let me know, because I'm on my little laptop and it's hard to see them. So holler at me if something comes through. I would appreciate it. If you hear Samantha chime in, by all means, don't let it surprise you, but she is here to help out today. And if Justin gets time, he's gonna pop on as well. So that is the team. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Also, before I got on, I did notice the question in there, the person who's joining us from Illinois. Thanks for joining us. Yes, this is going to be applicable for you in Illinois. Obviously, you're gonna wanna reach out. You guys are gonna have different accredited organic people who may be able to get you certified. So make sure that you are looking at the Illinois website and not the Iowa one to find out who can actually help you certify if you're not currently certified organic. I wanted to start just with the history of the Organic Certification Cost Share Program, just to show you in the short amount of time that we've had this program, how much it's really grown. So the Organic Certification Cost Share Program was originally proposed in 2001, so it could be part of the 2002 Farm Bill. At that time, it provided $5 million in mandatory funding to launch this new program. Due to the success of the program and the continued growth of the organic section, Congress reauthorized the program in 2008, 2014, and again it has been reauthorized for the 2018 Farm Bill. In total for the 2018 Farm Bill, it's going to provide $24 million in OCC cost share over the next 5 years. So from our start back in the 2002 Farm Bill to today, we have grown a great deal, and that's very exciting for Iowa Organics and all organic growers across the nation. So we look forward to continue to grow this program here at FSA. The purpose of the Organic Certification Cost Share Program is to provide cost share assistance to producers and handlers who are obtaining organic certification for the first time, or if you're somebody who was certified as organic previously. This isn't a one-time program. We're going to continually cost share with you as you renew the organic certification with the different organizations that you certify through. The one thing that is important to remember is that when you're going to get cost share, we're only going to cost share for those people who are organically certified through a USDA NOP accredited agent. And later on, I will provide you guys with a website that is going to allow you to access those accredited agents. So just keep that in mind when you go to visit your FSA office. As far as funding goes, in 2017, the Secretary authorized the FSA to administer the OCCSP program on behalf of the Commodity Credit Corp. However, the funding for OCCSP does not come through the CCC. Rather, the funding comes from two different sources. It's the National OCCSP fundings, and those are available in Iowa. AMA OCCSP funding is also available. However, this is only available to 16 states, and Iowa is not one of them. I am not entirely certain if Illinois is approved for one of those 16, so I would have to look that up for you. But if you're interested, please reach out to me, and I can look that up for you. As far as what we cover, we have 5 different scopes that we cover with the National OCCSP funds, and that's going to be crops, livestock, wild crops, handling and processing, and then we also have the state organic program fees that we consider a scope that we're going to cost share on. Next is who's going to be eligible to go ahead and participate on these scopes. Anybody who is a certified organic producer and handler who has paid certification fees during the 2020 program year. Something that's important to remember with OCCSP is that it runs on an FSA fiscal year rather than a calendar year. So those bills that you're paying between October 1st of 2019 through September 30th of 2020, those are going to be the funds that we're currently paying on. Anything that you paid after September 30th, even if it's for this year's certificate that you're paying on, we're still going to be able to cost share that for you, those expenses. It's just going to go on the 2021 fiscal year once that program opens up. Another important thing to remember is that we are in a brand new fiscal year right now, and currently funding has not been obligated back to 2020 OCCSP funding. So continue to turn in your certifications and get them in by the October 31st deadline. However, you will need to be patient with us as we wait for national office to go ahead and get that funding authorized so we can get those payments made to you guys. So just have some patience with our county offices. If you have any questions, again, feel free to reach out to us, but we'll be letting our counties know as soon as we're told that the funding's there. Once funding is open backed up, it is limited and applicants are paid on a first come, first served basis. So make sure that you're getting into your office timely and that we're making sure that you can get that, you're eligible for those payments.
Amanda, this is Roz. Can I have you clarify really quick? Are you saying the funds have been exhausted for this year's application, or they just haven't even been released yet? We're still accepting the applications.
So funding was released back in August initially for the 2020 year. However, when we roll over to a new fiscal year, we have to wait for all of the funds to be reallocated again. We have not exhausted our funds for the 2020. It's just it's a waiting game at this point. And another issue that we have is, again, the funding doesn't come through CCC. It comes from NOP and AMA. So until they let us know that we can go ahead and start making those payments, we have to sit and wait. But it will come. It takes.
So for next year planning purpose. And so for next year's planning purposes, just thoughtful, would it be helpful for people to have all of their applications submitted by the end of the fiscal year, so then that won't cause any delay, or does that matter?
No, anything that you can get turned into us prior to our rollover in September would be helpful. However, I understand, and our county offices also understand, that some of these fees aren't paid until the end of September. We see that happen often. So just keep that in mind. If you can get in and pay your fee in early September and bring those bills into us and prove to us that you have paid that, then we can go ahead and get that process through as soon as they open it up. For us, it's always waiting until funds are obligated, and that may not always be the same time every year. So maybe off 15 days, but yeah, get in as soon as you can and we'll get those paid as promptly as we can. This year is different. You know, it's been crazy. We have a ton of programs going through the price support department as far as COVID related and disaster related. So as you go in this year, don't only be patient with the funding, just be patient with our county offices as well. You know, we need to advocate for them. They're very hardworking and a lot of people are very busy right now. So we appreciate all the patience that you guys give us right now. But yeah. All right. The next thing is certification required. Yes, this is a organic certification cost share. So obviously you need to be certified for me to cost share with you. And organic certification software funding, cost share funding are only available to organic producers and handlers who are certified, again, through an accredited USDA agent. And it's important to remember that because there are a few out there that aren't. So make sure that you're reaching out. I'm sure Roz and Olga are more than happy to help you and let you know who is accredited. But there's also a really nice USDA website that you can access. It was on the first page of my slides, and it's going to let you know, find an accredited agent. So make sure you're utilizing that website. It's a really nice website that you guys can use in the future. Also, if you are somebody who is just getting started in the organics and you're not currently organically certified and you would like to become certified, this is that website that I provided that I was talking about just a second ago. I forgot I had this slide. So go ahead and visit that and it will tell you where you can go to get certified with an accredited agent. Next, I want to cover the fees that we're actually going to cost share, and this is going to be under each scope. So each scope is, I'm going to allow cost share on all these, and that's going to be your application fees, your inspection costs, fees related to equivalency agreements and different arrangements, the travel and per diem for the people who come out and do your organic inspections, user fees, sales assessments, and postage. And it's very important to remember that these receipts need to be itemized in order for us to be able to cost share them, because it's important that we break out each section for each scope. So make sure that when you are requesting that, and all of the people who are authorized to certify you through USDA know that this has to be itemized, so it shouldn't be a problem. Some of the things that could potentially show up on your receipts for an organic producer that we are not going to cost share are going to be equipment, materials, and supplies to do your organic work. We're also not going to cost share any late fees, and we're also not going to cost share any inspections necessary to address National Organic Program regulations that are in violation. So if you're in violation, we're not going to cost share any of those for you. A question that I get often from county offices is, do we cost share transitional certification fees? Currently, there are no transitional certification programs established under the Organic Food Production Act of 1990 and the NOP regulations in 7 CFR Part 205 don't have any regulations for transitional certification fees. Therefore, we are not going to have this as an eligible scope, and we won't cost share it at this time. So the big question is, what are we going to reimburse you on once you turn in your bills and you turn in your certification? And this has changed in recent years. In the 2014 Farm Bill that we just got done wrapping up, if those who participated remember, it has historically been $750, not to exceed $750 per scope. That changed with the 2018 Farm Bill. So here moving forward, we're going to cost share 50% per scope, not to exceed $500. So that is a change, and I do understand that that's a big change, but if you have questions or concerns, please call me and we can look at the federal regulations together, or you can look at that 7 CFR if you like.
Amanda, this is Roz. Can I just make a clarification on that slide as well? That I'm not questioning the reimbursable amount, but the Farm Bill actually, the law itself says it's still up to the 750. However, the USDA has changed that based on some budgeting concerns. So I just want to make a point that the 2018 Farm Bill still directs the USDA to allow for up to 750, but that's due to budget concerns that's been changed. And let me know if that's not right.
Yeah, and actually, as an organic business last year, when I submitted my documents, I was given the $750 last year. So the $500 maximum is something new as of 2020.
Correct. Yep. So both of the, Roz, I'm going to have to look into your statement and look at the CFR a little bit closer on that to see. So I'll look into that. But yes, Olga, for sure, 2020 is the first year. 750 was last year's 2019 cost share maximum, and this year's first is 500. And Sam, if you're on, if you have any input on Roz's question, feel free to jump in. But I do know that we are only paying $500, whether that is USDA, FSA only, or if that's in federal regulation, I'll have to check for certain. So applying for payment, here in the state of Iowa, FSA is going to be the agency that you're going to go through to apply for payment. In other states, there are state agencies that do go ahead and cost share this, and it sounds like, Olga, maybe you have participated through other state agencies in the past. So if you are in Illinois, you may not have to do this through FSA. You can go ahead and see if there's other agencies available. But here in the state of Iowa, it's going to be FSA. And to be eligible for reimbursement, applicants must provide a complete application package to their local FSA office. To have a complete application, it's going to include a CCC 884, which is the form that lets us know each scope that you're participating in, and it lets us know how much you've actually spent on that scope and what you're going to be eligible for, the 50% up to $500. You're also going to need to provide us with the USDA Organic Certificate. And those never expire, but they do typically get updated every year. So if you have it on hand, go ahead and turn it into us yearly so we have the most up-to-date certificate. Again, we're going to need itemized invoices showing expenses paid to a certified agent for certification services. And then it's also important that records show an amount due that do not indicate that payment has been made by the producer or handler will not be accepted. So if it doesn't show the date that you paid those on and that they have been paid, we're going to have to get information for you. We just want to make sure that we're cost sharing it properly. To complete that certification and to make sure that everything is in order, we may also need additional information. We may need an AD 2047 if you're a first-time producer. That is just going to tell us your name, your address, your phone number, and how to get in touch with you next year when you need to come in and up your cost share. And then we have an FS or an SF3881. That's going to be the direct deposit form that you need to fill out to participate in our programs here. And then if you're an entity with an organic operation, you're also going to need to fill out a CCC 901. That just lets us know who your members are and what share everybody has. If the county office wants additional information, this could include if you turn in a bill that's not dated or doesn't show as paid, we may request additional information. Each office may function a little bit differently, and they may ask for more. So don't be surprised if they ask for additional information. And I know I went through that quickly, but it's a pretty helpful program that we don't require a lot on it, and we hope that it's informational, these slides. So if you have questions, let us know, and we're happy to answer those for you.
So for example, in the state of Iowa Department of Agriculture is an accredited agency to certify businesses organic. So for those of you that may not already be organic certified, that would be an agency that I would recommend reaching out to get the process started. I personally have worked with Oregon TILF. They are another accredited certifying agent, and they have been certifying and recertifying my business every single year as organic. So there's just a variety of different agencies, and you can pick and choose from whichever one you feel it would work best for you and your business.
Nationally, there's about 80 of them, and some of those do go out internationally. I think 37 of them are actually out of the country. So you have a lot of options here in the States, but there are about 80 accredited agents out there.
Yeah. So Amanda, as far as submitting the paperwork, does it have to be done, you know, in paper format? Can it be done electronically?
Yeah, so all of our forms are available online. Mm-hmm. And that is definitely something that you can go to the USDA website, or you can even just do a simple Google search of that 884 form. Let me go back to that slide here. So the CCC 884, you can go ahead and sign. Our restrictions on electronic signatures, we have quite a few restrictions on it. So if you want to go ahead and print that form off at home, and you can fill it out and send it into the office, we do need a signature on that form, however. So by all means, with the current situation, I know that every office right now is different, whether it's they're close to the public, they're taking appointments, or some offices are open to the public at this time for walk-ins. It's going to be different. So the biggest thing for getting applications turned in right now are, by all means, go ahead and print the 884 off at home. We do have an autofill of that form, though, that we will go ahead and fill out once we get that is required, and we may have you, the county office may send it out and have you sign it again. Each one is going to be a little bit different, but we need to make sure that that is filled out and sent in, and it's back to us by the 30th, October 30th, so we can get that in timely. As far as the USDA organic certification, if you have a good copy of it that you can email to us, great. And then once our offices are back open again, if it's not a great copy, they may ask you to take a new one once we're back opened.
So to confirm, the process cannot be entirely done via like a online portal.
No, unfortunately at this time it can't be. Nope. But we are happy to help you any way we can virtually, and we are happy to email things out, mail them out, whatever works best for you guys, depending on, again, the situation that the county is in.
So for me, I can share my experience as an organic business. One of the things that a lot of times I would do is I would just submit my certification fee for reimbursement, because my certification fee every single year with Oregon TILF costs me about $1,000. So obviously, because that fee is over the $750 and now over the $500 limit, you know, that's the only document that I basically have to provide. You know, it shows that I paid the fee. I submit that document along with the application and my organic certificate, and then, you know, I'm good to go.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a really producer-friendly program as far as what we require of you. This year, we do understand that things have been slowed down when they are actually able to go out and do their inspections to make sure that everything is organic. The important thing to remember, like I said earlier, is that those forms don't expire. So if we're waiting on an updated organic certification and that's keeping you from going into the office, please reach out to your county office or reach out to me. And I have worked with IDOLs in the past, and they have said, you know, we're more than happy to provide a letter to say that you're still in good standing if it's just something that we're waiting on an updated certification form. So if you can get the certifier to get us a letter saying that you're in good standing and give us a copy of your previous certification from the prior year, we can go ahead and consider that a complete application and move forward. We don't want to hold things up if we don't have to, especially when we're aware that there are things that beyond anything anybody can handle. I mean, you guys can't help what's going on currently.
Does anyone have any additional questions that may have popped during the presentation that you didn't ask?
There is one in there. If you pay 2 inspection fees for crops in the same fiscal year, can you get reimbursed for both? So if we're looking at the same scope, then if you exceed over $1,000, then you're obviously only going to be paid one. However, if we're looking at multiple scopes for the fees that you're paying, then potentially it just all depends. Hopefully that answers your question.
Oh, pumpkin. Yeah, pumpkins are rolling around. I took the black crate out to make room for the apples.
I think somebody is on their phone here. I'll mute them. All right. Well, you guys, if there are no additional questions, you know, we can certainly end the webinar. And what I will do, I will go ahead and send out an email with a survey to everyone that has participated. And if you don't mind sharing your responses, that would be greatly appreciated. You know, it helps us understand the best way that we can serve you and whatever educational programs you're interested to see from us. And again, a thank you to Amanda and Samantha for joining us today and explaining the Organic Certification Cost Share Program.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Of course, thank you.
Thanks, ladies. Thanks everyone for joining.
Thanks everyone for joining. Yep. Have a good day, everyone.